Welcome, Meghana ma'am, to Dheya Masterpieces. How are you doing today?
Very well, Suruchi. Thanks a lot.
Well, Meghna ma'am, you have been a part of Dheya for quite a time now, and you have been
Mhm.
keeping yourself busy with different things like webinars and mega events. So, why not let's start knowing about you and your career journey?
So, Suruchi, I started with hardcore software development, literally writing programs and the likes, and then moved on to applications development. Again, PC-based applications. There were no mobile phones back then, not as popular as today. I mean, mobile phones were there, but they weren't really used for anything beyond calls and, SMSs. That was the maximum possible. So from then on, I started graduating from one technology to another. For some good 8 to 9 years, I worked as a hardcore techie in different roles and the likes. And then at some point in time, my personal interest as well as opportunities came by, wherein I picked up some of the leadership roles inside organizations. Initially starting with leading a really small team of people, 6, 7 people, and then on, moving to different leadership positions, coaching, mentoring positions in general. So I have had a lot of exposure to working through the length and breadth of the organization when it comes to coaching and mentoring as a part of my role as well. Primarily right now, the role that I'm into, I double up as an enterprise coach for an organization. So I thought, somewhere this great experience is there with me, and it should be of help also to nurture the next generation of the country. It is going to really help build some great talent. And if I can share whatever I've learned in the 20 years of corporate life approximately, that'll be really nice if I can do that. And that's where I saw the possibility to work with Dheya. I think that was amazing. And in this digital age, you have the opportunity to reach to so many people. Each of the webinars I've conducted, so many people have joined. And, when you hear them, or rather when you see their questions specifically, and you find that, okay, there's a lot of interest in understanding and learning. So I think that is what motivates me to work together alongside with Dheya. And we have a really great team. So we all as mentors also learn from each other as well as much as we do from our mentors. So I think it's a mutual win being with Dheya, and bringing a lot of your experience to the table, at the same time learning from other co-mentors and the likes of Naveen sir and Anand sir. It's really really nice. I think it's a mutual win-win is what I can say.
Right. So what you're saying is you decided to become a mentor to pass on the knowledge that you have gained over the 20 years of experience you have had in the industry, and that is exactly what they are aims to do. Well, Meghna ma'am, can you tell me how would you like to further your career or further your profile as a mentor?
I think I definitely want to do a lot more, in the career related orientation sessions or exposure sessions that are conducted by Dheya. Of course, as you mentioned, I've already done some webinars. I would definitely like to continue working on, that track, bringing
Right.
topics related to program management as well as soft skills. There'll
Right.
be a broad expanse on that. Plus, now is the time to get into a lot of orientation conclaves and to really talk about this journey. If somebody
Right.
wants to get into a career in software, how does that person go about? If somebody wants to really within software also, now is the age of specialization and super specialization sometimes. So within software, if somebody wants to really work on things like medical domain, medical devices, medical softwares, how do you go about that? What is it that you need to know? Or I've exposure working in the fintech side and insurance. Again, technology arm of insurance. But if somebody is aspiring to get into really a career in fintech, what could be those good options, and what can such a person do? What kind of exposure a person can get? So I think I would like really contribute a lot to spreading this exposure, in the form of orientations and conclaves that they conducts. And of course, definitely to top it all, or the beginning as well as the topping, is all about really working with dedicated mentoring sessions with students
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
the likes. So I think definitely, those things also I would eventually like to pick up, really understanding what has been a person's background and interest levels, and then how such a person can go forward. I think in terms of mentoring, maybe I would prefer to do a lot in the space of mid career mentoring as well.
Mhm.
Because formally, there's no harm telling, because even with maths, you will be able to understand how long. If I tell you I've been working for 20 years, so approximately, yes, we are all in that time of our life, many of us are, wherein we need to decide that if we want to work for the next 10 years, what is it that we want to contribute towards, because we have a huge experience. So I think mid career also somewhere we should, try and have some products from there, or we definitely have in the mentoring space, but can we do something beyond that? That'll be some interesting insights for brainstorming what can there and what can people like me contribute to in the mid career space, helping our generation of people to really think in a constructive manner and
Yeah.
not just look for another job at this juncture, but rather look at what is our passion, what do we want to contribute to, and so on,
So you would like to help both the students and people.
as well as mid
Exactly.
career for sure.
Wonderful thought,
Yes.
ma'am. To conclude this interview, do you have anything to say to the parents and the students?
I think there has a lot of insights, there's a lot of knowledge that's available, there is a lot of guidance that's available. So, I would really encourage people to make the most of it, connect with there in, whatever format you prefer
Right.
and like. But definitely there's a lot that's available for you. So make the most of it, is what I would say.
Well, thank you, Meghna ma'am, for connecting with me today, and I hope that our collaboration goes a long way and we get to do all the things that you mentioned together.
Sure,
Thank
definitely. And you have my support as always, wherever you feel my experience and, me helping out with ideas, sessions, talks, anything that would help. I'm definitely all open to plan that and contribute to it.
Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am, and bye bye.
Okay, bye bye. Have a good day.
You too, ma'am.